About our stifling weekend ahead.
Yeah, stifling is a great word for it because it's going to be warm, hot, really, in a lot of these areas. Heat advisories up, excessive heat warnings here in the southern part of Oregon because we're talking triple-digit temperatures in some of these areas. All thanks to what we call the thermal trough that is making its way from the southeast up towards the west. And so typically you think of a trough as having cold temperatures associated with it. But when the air is this hot, you can actually get the opposite, where the heat actually causes a low pressure at the surface. And so that's what we see. And these thermal troughs are actually responsible for almost all the heat waves that you see across the west coast. And that ridge going to be building along with it, bringing those warmer temperatures for much of the west. And again, this is not really typical for June. You know, usually Seattle gets about 1 week, maybe even 5 days where they see temperatures in the 90s, but they're starting fairly early. So you can see their temperatures in Portland nearing 100. That is very hot. Remember, a lot of these people don't have air conditioning because this is fairly atypical, but by early next week, that ridge is going to be sliding off to the east, so we're going to get some relief here on the west coast.
And boy, will everybody be looking forward to it at that point. But in the meantime, Seattle 90 tomorrow, 109 in Medford.
That's, yikes, that is warm. Yeah,
and
but
Sunday more the same.
Yeah.
Look forward to Monday, and those are words you'll really never ever hear out of my mouth, but look forward to Monday. It is amazing, and it has been an amazing soggy week as well for millions of people. More rain on tap as we start off your weekend. Hi everybody, you're watching Weather Underground on this Friday. I'm Alex Wilson. Mike Bettis has the evening off tonight, but we've got Dr. Rick Knabb, Dr. Erika Navarro, and meteorologist Brandon Wright with us. More than 24 million people from the Gulf Coast to the Ohio Valley are under flat. I want to bring you back in because, you know, we're so used to looking at these things from the ground level, and sometimes you miss some of the intricate features that you're able to see if you had a few 100 feet off the ground. Can you break down what we're seeing in this video?
Absolutely, Alex. That extra 100 feet, you said it, gives you just a greater perspective. You can really appreciate the structure of the system. And looking at this, you can understand why it would have a tornado warning on it, because there is plenty to look at here. You can see this area of descending cloud coming down just above the surface. That's the wall cloud showing you the mid-level circulation in that storm starting to descend down into the surface. But what's amazing is you can see it, the camera's going to flip here, is that you can see the inflow into the system with a bit of a tail cloud. It's there it is. It looks like a little bit of a tail hanging out from the edge of the system, showing you the strong inflow, that warm, moist air fueling this thunderstorm. But because we're able to see just above the surface, you can really appreciate the rain and the clouds coming down. Now, it's not as impressive of a rain shaft as you sometimes see with a supercell storm, but all these little wispy clouds that you can kind of see coming down, especially down here, that's the rain coming out of the cloud. And again, you can't appreciate that without having this upper level view, that perspective from the drone. So I just absolutely love this drone footage because you can really appreciate that structure to show you all of the intricacies of the system. And again, you know, maybe you look at a picture of a supercell in a textbook, but seeing it in the actual clouds really makes a huge difference here. This is the radar recap of that storm as it made its way through the Canton area. The yellows and the reds showing you where there are higher returns. And you can see that it has a bit of that hook structure coming in, showing you where the inflow was. But take a look at that rotation, that very tight couplet. The green showing you where you're going towards the radar, the reds away. So there's that circulation in the storm just south of Holly Springs, and note that it's right over the road there. So that's not a situation, not a commute that you want to be taking, Alex, when you see a tornado on the horizon.
And Alex, if you notice, I even put, AJ, if you'll take my max again, I put teeth on there. It's probably every day. But we'll be getting into derecho season soon.
All right. Weather Underground, we want to thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Stay safe. Our team here at the Weather Channel is here to let you know of any important warnings you need to know about. Remember, together we know more. Have a great weekend.